Hola, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hippies and straights around the world. This is your old buddy, Dr. Woody, John Konopak, PhD, down Albuquerque, New Mexico. Your old professor with another installment of The Bleat Goes On. And today we're going to take up the topic near and dear to my heart, which is where most of my postgraduate education occurred anyway. Subject is education. On the whole, I have to say, your old professor probably detests the current incumbent slightly less than his predecessor on a number of grounds. There's ample reason for fierce criticism of the Prez, but if there's one thing for which I shall bear President Shamuawev Lowbar an eternal and undying enmity, it will be his treatment of the nation's schools and students. It is also in that area, schooling coincidentally, in which he most clearly betrays his servile corporate bona fides, but that's subject for another talk. Obama may have had generous intentions when he was elected, but if so, they were stillborn when he installed and has kept in office that flaming corporate douchebag Arne Duncan as Secretary of Education. Duncan has been the leader of the swarming hordes of corporates, privatizers, real estate moguls, testing grifters, high-tech tycoons, and other smarmy opportunists looking to extract as much as possible of the public treasure as they can from the public schools to get it while the getting is good, and the getting has never been better than under the present regime. Duncan, a corporate lawyer with only very distant family relations to the nitty-gritty of schooling, has been a leader of the pack of jackals snapping at teachers' heels, accusing and abusing them for the systemic and the systematically engineered failures within that institution. Teachers can no longer and no more be blamed for their students' successes or failures than can dentists probably be blamed for their patients' personal dental hygiene, but that's the way it works. For 30 years, the schools and teachers, especially the unions, have been targets of legislative and corporate efforts to provide an impetus for the wholesale privatization of schooling, and Lowbar and his asshole hoop-playing buddy have not only opened the door, but they're holding it. Teachers are not responsible for the conditions that produce the bad educational outcomes, when the single most highly correlated variable in school success is a child's residential zip code. But by his silence towards Duncan's calumnies, the cowardly president encourages the kinds of arrogant nonsense spouted by the reformers and not rebucked or refuted by anyone else. Nervously, from the beach, this is your old buddy, Dr. John. Pause, babies.